Holidays are around the corner, and one thing which everyone loves to eat during the holidays is chocolates. So let's make today three flavors of chocolate at home with the very basic ingredients: dark chocolate, one with the mold and one without mold, and one is dairy milk fruit and nut with real nuts. Let's start the recipes. Let's talk about three basic ingredients you need to make the chocolates. Number one is coconut oil. Number two is a very good quality of baking cocoa powder. I got both of them from Costco, which is in Canada and US. Number three, I am using mishri to sweeten my chocolate. You can use jaggery powder, or you can use honey, or you can use maple syrup as well. But today I am going to use mishri along with these two ingredients. As this is the winter season, so it is hardened, so I'm going to scoop out the coconut oil and I'm going to microwave it to melt it. We need half cup of melted coconut oil added to a blender. Along with that, add baking cocoa powder to the same blender. Then we'll add mishri to it. You can add jaggery powder here, or you can make a powder of mishri and then you can add it here. Now blend everything very well to make a smooth lump-free chocolate syrup like this. Because I'm adding mishri, so it took good 4 to 5 blends for me to make it a good lump-free chocolate. You have to also take care of that thing while blending the chocolate. Chocolate base is ready. Now pour it into a silicone chocolate mold. It's very easily available on the Amazon. So pour it into the mold and keep it into the refrigerator very carefully for next 30 minutes and your homemade dark chocolate will be ready. If you want to keep the dark chocolate more on the darker side, you can lessen the quantity of mishri added in it. You can see our dark chocolate is ready and you can store it in airtight container for days in your refrigerator and it will stay good. But I'm sure everyone at home will like it and will finish it in minutes. Now let's make the fruit and nut dark chocolate. For that I'm taking a baking tin and I'm putting a parchment paper in it. You can have any plate or something like that and you can spread the parchment paper there and then you can layer up it with the chocolate syrup like I'm doing. After that you can add any fruit or nut of your choice. I am adding some almonds, cashews, pumpkin seeds and some cranberries to it. And I'm going to set it in refrigerator for next 30 minutes and our fruit and nut dark chocolate will be ready. As you can see, this is super easy to make. Just break it into parts and store it in an airtight container for days in your refrigerator and it will be good. Now, let's make the fruit and nut chocolate, which is exactly the replica of dairy milk fruit and nut chocolate, but mine chocolate is having real fruit and nut and not more of palm oil and sugar. For this, we'll add 1 by 4 cup of melted coconut oil in a blender, to which we'll add 1 by 4 cup of cocoa powder in this blender. And now we'll add a good quality of whole milk powder. I got this one from Costco again, and it's a very good quality of milk powder. Cherry on the cake, it has 8 grams of protein per serve. So I'm adding 2 tablespoons of milk powder to my blender jar and also I'm adding mishri to it to sweeten the chocolate and I'll blend it very well like I mentioned in the last process. Now we'll add some nuts in the mold first before we pour the chocolate. So I'm adding almonds to it. These are lightly roasted almonds. You can add the raw almonds as well. Now I'm adding my favorite nut, which is cashews, and I cannot think of a fruit and nut chocolate without cashews. And I'm also adding some cranberries. You can add some dried fruit like dried mangoes, dried apricot to this chocolate as well. You're making it so you can customize it in many ways. So you can pour the chocolate layer to it very carefully and then we'll set it in the refrigerator for next 30 minutes. And here is the exact replica of dairy milk fruit and nut chocolate is ready at home within minutes. I bet you'll love these chocolates. My little one was started to having some allergies with the chocolates which I was buying for her from outside. So that's why I started making them home and I'm sharing the recipe with you. Which one do you like the most? Just comment below. बाजार से चॉकलेट लेने जाते हो तो चॉकलेट के अलावा उसमें सब कुछ होता है शुगर palm oil and whatnot. Make your chocolates at home. It's so simple.